If you hadn't been so useless, none of this would have happened.
You shouldn't be up. It's only been one day. Please don't strain yourself.
Half a day off and look at all this paperwork. I swear, it's like they don't want me to sleep at all.
Majesty.
Special Inquisitor, I hereby issue you new orders. It is my wish that you travel with the Aegis as an emissary of the Empire. Guard her, and defend her against her enemies until she reaches Tantal.
Guard the Aegis.
Or, hear me out here, she can guard her until the end of the game, when we get into New Game Plus, and then redo everything, and then have her at the start of the game. I would love to go to New Game Plus, have Rex be like, oh boy, I'm a salvager, oh look, an enemy, and then just switch to Morag the whole time. It'll be great. But, better idea, instead of what Marth just said, just have her guard the Aegis the whole time. Just let me have Morag. I don't know why this game is denying it so hard. Even bloody Van Damme, who died, rarely left the party. Why is she constantly leaving? Tora is not nearly as fun as the game thinks he is. He's not.
I've already discussed it with His Eminence.
Forgive me, Your Majesty. I cannot accept. Just think about what happened yesterday. It would be sheer foolishness for me to leave your side.
Is that so?
Huh?
I can see it in your eyes. It's clear that the Aegis, or rather, that boy, has made a great impression on you.
That's not. I am your Special Inquisitor. Ensuring Your Majesty's safety is my only concern. To abandon that duty and go traveling... Is this... Aegeon's?
A driver who cannot even protect himself is no driver at all. Yesterday's events have made me keenly aware that I have no aptitude for it. It will be of more use in your hands.
Majesty.
The world is changing, Morag. I trust you more than anyone to lend that boy the wisdom and strength he will need. I miss it, you know. Lake Util and Gormott.
What?
Remember when the two of us would shake off the servants and go swimming there?
Yes. Of course.
Kids from the nearby village would come too. Good times.
Majesty.
If more Ardain, no, the whole of Allrest, could be like that again, wouldn't it be beautiful?
Is that my new duty then?
In truth, it should have been you sitting in this chair right now.
The Imperial line has always passed from father to son. On the day Your Majesty was born, that's exactly what happened. I knew that day would come. It came as no surprise.
So, a lineage is passed from father to son. Okay. So what if the father can't produce any sons? Does he adopt? Does he just keep trying and making babies? No, this is a female, toss it out. This one's a female, toss it out. No, I like that female, but, toss her out. And they just keep trying and trying until they make a boy. How many sisters does Morag have? Specifically saying from father to son is a dumb idea. Not just for this game, just as a whole. The concept of just limiting it to a certain gender. It's dumb. It should be, it passes down to the child. Whether it's a boy or a girl, it doesn't matter. I don't know what people's obsession with guys are with royalty. Just make it either a boy or a girl. It doesn't bloody matter.
You were raised by my father to take the throne of the Empire, as befits the daughter of my Lord Uncle Andrig.
And I am grateful for it. If not for him, I would never have met Bridget. Never have met them. I'd have missed out on so much.
There. Those are your true feelings. A magnificent power resides in you. Morag, power like yours exists to be used.
Niall.
You've been tied down long enough. Follow your heart, Morag Lidair.
I have no words. Thank you, Your Majesty. Very well then. I hereby accept the task you have assigned to me.
That's the Morag I know and love. Make me proud.
And now they just stand there in awkward silence.
So that's how it is. It seems our paths continue to entwine.
That's awesome news. To be honest, I was really hoping there was some way you could stick around. I was just thinking of asking you myself.
Saved you the trouble, did I?
That you did. Thanks a bunch, Morag.
I can't help but feel that in all the confusion surrounding Banner, our concerns have been neatly swept aside.
The Praetorian maintains absolute control over blade distribution. It is quite vexing.
Awakening rates from natural cores are very low, which limits the pool of compatible drivers.
So to create large numbers of drivers, the cleansing Indol provides is a necessity. That much I'm willing to accept. The real problem is the fact that the Aegis has awakened. Now, this is no time to be squabbling over territory. If we misread the situation even a little, Uriah itself could be sunk to the Cloud Sea's bed. Emperor Niall must surely be thinking the same thing. That's why he sent his precious Morag to shepherd them along.
And now we find ourselves in their debt.
Who could have predicted such an act of selflessness? Was it just the passion of youth? Or was it...
What are you, Guy Sensei, with the passion of youth? Also, what's with the dots on the face? I never understand that. Like all this stuff around her eyes and the other side too. I don't understand why that is.
My liege?
In any case, for now we should keep our troops mobilized while we monitor the situation. I hardly expect Tantal will comply with the Praetor's plan so easily either.
Morag? Or another cutscene? Fucking finally. Do I get to keep her this time? Dora, hear the news. Friends wanting to go to Tantal. Let's go. Actually, ship captain was an Indoline, and go deep morning for Lady Fan. Then nobody was left to steer ship. And so Dora Dora gets selected to replace. Dora Dora never go there before, so we'll have to work hard to make trip success. Dora Dora not worried though, with Prince of Talental on board, should be a piece of Poland cake.
Say, chum, which one do you fancy? Pyra or Mythra?
Okay, so you may or may not have already figured this out. This is a new recording session. So, the first line of dialogue that I hear that's new to me is, which one do I prefer? Now, Fuckboy is gonna be all, I don't know, I like both of them. They're both alright. I am and always will be Team Mythra. Let us see why this matters.
Zeke, you can't just ask someone. Anyway, they're the same person. I've never really thought of them separately.
Are you serious? But they're like totally different characters. Like, Mythra is jolly intense. And Pyra is just totally mellow, or, I don't know, what's the opposite of pushy?
On the outside, maybe. But Pyra's got a lot of backbone, too. She can be pretty stubborn.
You seem to understand them pretty deeply. Well, I suppose you are their driver.
Hey,
Yeah?
you're a prince from Tantal, aren't you, Zeke? Why were you in the Praetorium?
I mean, you can't just ask someone.
Oh, his old man kicked him out.
Oi! No, bad blade, bad. How long have you been standing there?
From about... Which one do you fancy?
Which one do you... That's the whole conversation.
As I was saying, my prince got disowned by his father. He spent all his time traveling the world for fun, instead of attending to his studies. Then bye!
It wasn't for fun. I was learning all about, society and international relations.
International relations, that what you call it?
Oi, can it you? What are you doing anyway? Dissing your own driver.
You guys crack me up.
I love him, really.
Oh. Anyway, he sounds tough. Zeke's dad, I mean.
Tantal is an isolationist society.
You realize he didn't actually answer the question. He did say, I think they're the same person. Which they're not. So, I mean, I'm a different... Pyra's a different self that I constructed. Whatever. They're different character types. He didn't answer the question. I don't know if it's because they would go shouting to the other person, hey, Rex chose this, or what, but yeah, I'm Team Mythra, and I'm fairly certain I'm going to stay Team Mythra.
Crossing its borders without leave is strictly forbidden. It's been that way for ages now.
Oh.
But you've seen how my prince here is. Couldn't stop himself leaving a few times. So he got chewed out and disowned. Back when he was 15 or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Then the Praetor himself found him half dead on the ground one day and took him in. He made up that special envoy stuff.
And that's how you ended up in Indol. It all makes sense now. Oh, but wait. Is it safe for you to go back to Tantal then?
This time we've got official business from the Praetorium. It'll be fine. Probably. Besides,
Yeah?
Tantal is too ignorant of the outside world. It needs a wake-up call.
Sire, we have reached the designated coordinates. Please.
Right! Ready?
You betcha!
Huh?
Shut up and sit down, chum. This'll be great.
My lord, Genbu has begun surfacing.
I am aware. It's Pandoria.
Then the prince...
Yes.
We have received reports that he made contact with the Aegis in Indol.
So after 500 years, he makes his move. Praetor Amalthus.
My lord?
We must act to protect our days of peace, even if they are a dream that cannot last.
Whoa. It's just like a bigger version of Turtus.
It's called Genbu. It's the same, like, Titan type as Uriah. Normally, it's submerged in the Cloud Sea.
Even in early fall, it can get pretty cold inside Tantal. Mind you don't freeze.
I really can't stand the cold.
I can provide my own warmth. You can stay close to me if you like. You can stay close to me if you like.
You know, I'm gonna have to think long and hard about that. I think that might be a sacrifice I'm willing to make to stand next to Bridget all day. Yes.
Me as well.
You guys are pretty handy to have around.
Well, it is our trademark, right?
Essentially.
Aren't you going to be cold like that, Shelled?
I'm used to it. I'll be dandy.
He's naturally dense. It's good insulation.
Oh, makes sense.
Stop encouraging her, gang of bullies!
Lol. Yeah, I'm sure you're annoyed as how often I'm pausing as much as I am. At the time of this recording, it is currently the best time of any year. Summer. Oh, how fantastic summer is. By the time this is uploaded, it is still currently summer. As someone who's dealt with Canadian winter for 29 years, I don't like a single winter level in video games. Iceborne specifically had a pretty okay looking ice level, but it really destroyed my excitement when I was trying to get the crown of one of the endemic life. So now I'm back to hating all ice stages, so I'm not going to have fun here. New stage added to Tiger. Oh my gosh, guys. That thing I'll never play? Look at this. You stay put. I hope we are past the point where I need to use you. I've had to pick you up for a few boss battles, and I hate that I had to do that. Morag is a tank. So I should be able to tank the hates.
Hey, Nia? Do you... mind?
Come on, it's not so bad. You're just so warm. I can't help it.
It's a function of what's known as infrared radiation.
Gramps knows everything.
I'm not your personal heater, you know?
My lady, if you desire warmth, why not take some from me? Miss Pyra seems to be in some distress.
No way. Your fur's all stiff and spiky with a cold. It'd be murder on my sensitive skin.
But, my lady...
Hey, is it just me, or are the ether lines really dim?
What is meaning of ether lines?
You know, those things. The glowing threads that run inside a titan.
That is the glow of pure ether coursing through the Titan's body. You can compare it to the bloodstream of a human.
You've got good eyes. Genbu has pretty bad circulation compared to other Titans. They say it's why we have a cold climate and awful crops.
So it's... cold-blooded?
Call it what you like.
So I'm going to call it cold-blooded. Okay. You know what I'm just now realizing? I'm getting very big, I want to say Dark Souls 3 level vibes. Because I feel like I've been there significantly more than I have with Dark Souls 2. Look at all these powerful ass people. And yes, I know there's only so much you can really do with a snow level. But, I don't know, I'm getting a lot of Dark Souls 3 vibes right now.
The forest really calms your spirit.
Might be a little less, because I keep, like, cutting parts out of me just walking, essentially. But I'm still getting Dark Souls vibes. Maybe it's because there's a lot of castles. Underived. There's going to be a cutscene right here, isn't there? This archway is going to lead to a cutscene. I'm calling it. I'm calling it. Cutscene. 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 Cutscene? Okay, no cutscene. We have to go to the door then. Underived. Okay, here we go.
Oh my. This is the very picture of the ancient civilizations I've read about.
It's a pretty classic look. You know the old land of Torna? They had a proud and noble civilization, rivaled only by Judicium at the time. But, whereas Judicium were the masters of biological arts, Tornans knew all there was to know about engineering. The proud blood of Torna runs in the veins of us Tantalese.
I can't not hear Christmas music in the background, because I cut out all of the audio from my microphone when these cutscenes happen. This is why I don't really say anything unless I pause it. But the background music is distracting me because I keep thinking it's Christmas music, and I don't like Christmas.
As there are people to pass it on to, civilization will endure. Knowledge is inherited, much like life itself.
Nice quote. You should write that down.
Thank you.
It's not that simple, though.
Huh?
You'll see.
Also, before we cut to the next cutscene, I want to say I'm very unsure right now because I haven't had to yet, as of this recording session at least. So I'm very scared that it's already super glitchy. I mean, I haven't really been fighting anything, I've just been walking. So let's go to the Pokemon War Machine, I guess.
A new locale. I've gained a new memory.
Okay, so that's... I'm pretty sure they want me to go to the Pokemon War Machine over here. Yeah. Ah! Ah, that's hot.
Whoa, that's a pretty lively market.
It's the black market.
Black market?
Tantal is so cold. There's precious little in the way of local produce to sell. Just look. All the regular shops are shuttered.
You're right. They're mostly empty.
Instead, folks pay ungodly prices for produce that's been smuggled in from other nations. And since it's the only thing keeping people from actually starving, the bigwigs just turn a blind eye.
So most of the agricultural production is wasted just surviving, and the country grows weak.
Exactly.
So even the wisdom of a proud ancient civilization cannot solve all problems.
Ancient civilization sounds good and all, but basically, this place is a giant museum with no tourists. That's not going to feed anyone.
Okay, moving on. I guess we're done now.
When did it get so late?
Don't worry, I'll protect you from the scary dark.
And Mythra keeps getting better and better.